Hi students, in this topic of motion, displacement time graphs in the part 2, in the part 1 we already discussed some of the basics. Time and displacement are variables. Time should be considered along the x-axis. Displacement should be considered along the y-axis while drawing the graphs. For that sake only these graphs are also called ST graphs, displacement time graph. The slope of displacement time graph, that is nothing but delta S by delta T, is nothing but velocity of the given graph in a given interval of time. And then various examples we already discussed. In those examples, they provided the information in the form of table. Then we drawn the graphs and those are all. In this, they provided the information in the form of a graph. Then how to get the information from the graph? See here, a displacement time graph is given on the x-axis, time is provided in seconds. On the y-axis, that is displacement is meters, that is given. And this is the origin. If you observe the x-axis, that is the time axis, the gap between the intervals is 1 second, means the time is in seconds, that is 1 second lap. And if you observe on the y-axis, the gap between the events is 2 units. So the scale on the x-axis, 1 unit is equal to 1 second. On the y-axis, 1 unit is equal to 2 meters. X-axis, 1 unit is equal to 1 second. On the y-axis, 1 unit is equals to 2 meters. Okay. Now let us come to the given questions. First one, find the average velocity in first 3 seconds. In first 3 seconds means 0 to 3 seconds, that's the meaning. At 0, the coordinates are 0, 0. At 3, time interval is 3 and the displacement is 8. So these are all the coordinates in between 0 to 3. What should we find out? Velocity we should find out. So average velocity is equal to displacement by time, that is nothing but S2 minus S1 by T2 minus T1. What is S2 here? 8. What is S1? 0. What is T2? 3 minus 0. Now this becomes 8 by 3. 3 2s are 6. Remaining is 2.2066 meter per second. So the average velocity of the vehicle or otherwise the body in the first 3 seconds is 2.66 meter per second. This is the first question. What is the second one? Displacement of the vehicle at 11 seconds. If you observe here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and this is the 11th second. Then what is the displacement? The displacement is on y-axis. Both the meeting point is, this is the both the meeting point. This means at the 11th second, the displacement is minus 8. So displacement at 11th second is minus 8 meters, means it is in the reverse direction. Comes to the third one. Sir, is it displacement will be there minus? Yes. Displacement is nothing but magnitude with direction. So here the minus symbol indicates the direction, no problem. Whereas distance travel is always positive, but here the displacement is always maybe positive or otherwise maybe negative. That negative or otherwise positive indicates the direction. Why? Because it is a vector quantity. Here, third question, time after which means at what time interval the body is at initial position. The initial position of the original body is at 0. After 3 seconds, the displacement is maximum. From there onwards, the time is usually moving, the displacement is gradually decreasing. By reaching the 8th second, the displacement becomes 0. And at the same time, again, whenever it comes to 11th second minus 8, 12th second minus 8, again the displacement is gradually increasing. By reaching the 18th second, the displacement becomes 0. This means at 8th second and as well as at 15th seconds, the displacement becomes 0. Displacement is equals to 0. Now comes to the fourth one. What is the fourth one? Average velocity after 15 seconds. After 15 seconds means 0 to 15 seconds, that's the meaning. 0 is nothing but 0 comma 0. 15th second, 15 comma displacement is 0. Why? Because at the 15th second displacement is 0. Now by taking the slope, that is delta s by delta t. Why? Because they asked average velocity, that is nothing but 0 minus 0 by 15 minus 0, that is 0 by 15. 0 by 15 is nothing but 0. Means the average velocity is 0. Average velocity is 0 means there is no displacement. Means the body always again comes to rest. Why? How can you say? Though the time is elapsed, the body covered various displacements with various intervals of time. If we observe in this condition, the body is at rest. Why? Because this is parallel to the time axis. If we observe this position, it is a straight line started from origin, uniform motion. If we observe this position, the body is slowly decreasing its velocity. The body is moving with negative velocity. Body is at rest. Body is again moving with positive velocities. Means by using the graph, different kinds of the information that we can say. See the next. We observe this graph. This is also an ST graph only. Why? Because the displacement is there along the x-axis. Time is there along the x-axis, displacement is along y-axis. Now, here, what is the scale? Scale is very important while drawing the graph. On the x-axis, that is nothing but time axis. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Successive units are there. So, 1 unit is equal to 1 second. On y-axis, that is nothing but displacement axis. 1 unit is equal to 5 meters. Why? Because the displacement is provided in meters. Now, after completing the scale, comes to the question number 1. Find the velocity. Velocity is nothing but displacement by time. S by t. Here, average velocity between 0 to 2 seconds. If you observe at 0 seconds, time is 0, displacement is 25. At 2 seconds, time is 2 seconds and the displacement is 10. Now, we can observe that displacement by time, that is nothing but 10 minus 25 by 2 minus 0. That is minus 15 by 2 minus 7.5 meter per second. Why here minus is came? This means the body is at maximum displacement first. Slowly it is decreasing. Means the velocity is decreasing. This means the velocity is in the negative direction. Why? Because it is a vector quantity. That minus indicates the direction. Come to the second point. Find the average velocity between 8th second and 12th second. 8th second, time interval is 8 and as well as its displacement is 20. So 8 comma 20. 12th second and the points are 12 comma 25. They are asking velocity. The formula is nothing but delta s by delta t. S2 minus S1 by T2 minus T1. What is the value of S2? 25. S1 is 20 divided by 12 minus 8. So that is 5 by 4. 4 ones 4. 1 is left 10. 0.25 meter per second. See here, velocity is gradually increasing, so it becomes plus. Means velocity may be positive or may be negative. If velocity is positive, that means increase in the speed. Velocity is negative, decrease in the speed, means slowly it will comes to rest. Comes to the third one. Find the average velocity between 5 seconds and 12 seconds. This is the 5 second and as well as the 12th second. At 5 seconds the points are time interval is 5 and the displacement is 10. At the 12th second the time interval is 12, displacement is 25. Now by taking delta S by delta T. What is delta S here? 25 minus 10 by 12 minus 5. 25 minus 10, that is 15. 12 minus 5, that is 7. 7 to 14. 1 is left 10. 7 ones approximately. This is positive. Why? Because here onwards velocity is gradually increasing, but this is the average velocity between 5th second and as well as 12th second. Up to 8 seconds the speed is slow and here onwards the speed is more. This means average velocity may be changes. These are all the different methods and different graphs till now we drawn. From all these graphs we have some conclusions, that is ST graph. We are going to learn the conclusions from the displacement time graph. If we observe here the displacement time graph, time along the x-axis, displacement along the y-axis. This ST graph is a straight line but parallel to the time axis, that is nothing but x-axis. This means the body is at rest. There is no change in the motion of the body. Though the time interval is going on, the body is at rest. Comes to the second one. In the case of displacement time graph, as it is started from origin and it is a straight line. See here, it is a straight line started from origin. What does it mean? The conclusion is the body is moving with uniform velocity. Where uniform velocity is there, we can say it is the body is moving with uniform motion. Then between any 2 points we can calculate the slope, that is nothing but S2 minus S1, T2 minus T1. If we take the ratio of these two, we can get delta S by delta T, that is nothing but velocity of the vehicle or otherwise object at any instance is nothing but between any two successive intervals of time. Now observe this is a curve. These are all the graphs we already drawn from the different kinds of examples. Though it is a curve, this means the body is moving with variable velocity, means non-uniform motion. The body is moving with non-uniform motion. Here also if I wanted the displacement or otherwise velocity, we can take between 2 points, that is nothing but S2 minus S1 by T2 minus T1. If you draw a tangent here, it shows the velocity. This means tangent drawn to the curve at any point gives the direction of velocity. So it has some acceleration. Here also slope, that is delta S by delta T, that is nothing but S2 minus S1 by T2 minus T1, that is equal to delta V. Now observe the last case. Here the given graph is parallel to the displacement, exact opposite to the first case. In the first case the graph is parallel to the time axis. Here it is parallel to the displacement axis. It is not possible. Why? Because time does not stay for us. Time continuous. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Time continuously moves up. But what he is saying, constant time means 10 hours. No, that is not at all possible. So that displacement increases indefinitely without increase of time. Without increase of time is not possible, which is an impossible properties. These are all the various conclusions that we drawn from the displacement time graphs and how to solve different kinds of problems that we learned by using different kinds of the graphs. In the next case, we are going to do various problems based on the velocities, and then we will move on to the acceleration. Thank you.